What's up, everybody? Hey, Pete. How you doing?
Good, Ross. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. It's been way too long.
That is the most truthful thing I have heard today.
Like a month since we've been sitting in the podcast studio. Welcome back to Ross and Peter's Pod on the Run. We got a special one tonight. It is, Wednesday, October 22nd?
2025.
2025. It's almost Halloween. Spooky season's out there. I'm seeing all these decorations on my run. It's getting me in the spirit.
Yep.
Let's roll. Okay, Fall Trail Classic was this past weekend. What an event. And we've got a special guest that we want to introduce right away. The lady that makes it happen, Community Outreach Coordinator and Race Director, Shawna Batham with Fleet Feet, the Queen. Hopefully I said your last name right. I think it's Batham sometimes. I don't know.
It's Batham.
Yeah. Let's go. Okay. We nailed it. I say let's go way too much. All right. Welcome to the show. Shawna, how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah. So glad you're here. I am just amazed at what went down this weekend. It was literally the most fun I've had in a race. I've run quite a few this year, 5 or 6 events, and this one was just so special. And it's an honor to have you in the studio talking about everything Fall Trail Classic. Just kind of off the top, what were your thoughts about the festivities this weekend?
I loved every bit of it. Every bit of it. It was so fantastic. There were so many different elements that just came together. There were several components that were dragging to the last minute that made me nervous, but I just had faith that it was just all going to come together, and it did, and I could not have been happier with the outcome. So
Yeah, I think the emphasis there should be on the events, plural.
Ooh, yes.
Over days, plural. There was something Friday, Saturday, and Sunday related to this particular race, and I think that's an element that made it so enjoyable and so special and so memorable, among many other reasons. But I think the fact that you've transformed this into like a whole weekend affair is really awesome and comes at a great time of year in Chico for something like that.
that was kind of the goal. Like, there are several races that I've participated in where it feels more like a weekend. I go up to Ashland every year and participate in the Siskiyou Outback, and it's always a weekend of fun. I camp, there's a movie night, there is, multiple races going on, just like a whole weekend festivity, and it just feels very communal, and that's kind of what I wanted for our community, was a communal trail festivity of sorts. So
I love it. You hit a grand slam, Shawna. It's so awesome. Let's talk a little bit about what went down leading up to the event. We had a bit of a shakeout one. We had like a non-run social event at the Commons. What went down on, what was that, Saturday?
Yeah, well, it started a couple weeks prior with the course preview.
Okay, love it.
Yeah, so I wanted to encourage people that are local that might not be in any of the run clubs locally to come out. We all live here, but so many times I hear, I've lived here my whole life and I don't know these trails. Let me show you. So let's do a little preview. Also, I kind of like the races where less is more when it comes to like signage and like a little bit of a nature scavenger hunt. So we stuck with just like simple flagging. I mean, I think we'll do a few extra signs next year just for some specific points, but I don't want mile markers at every mile.
Yeah.
I want a little bit of enjoy where you are, not worried about every single mile that you're doing.
I'm totally with you, especially in Upper Bidwell Park.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see signs that say 1 mile, like, great, I have 12 and a half more miles of this half marathon. And I think that's part of the fun of trail running in general, is that you get out and you're away from the hustle bustle, the structure, if you will, the organization of being on a track or on a concrete course that goes through a town where there's signs everywhere. So yes, very cool element. Love that.
Yeah. So, I mean, for safety, we need certain things out there. And so there will be some extra elements that I add in for next year for those reasons. But limited kind of flagging, just kind of enjoy the adventure of it. So yeah, we did the course preview. Didn't want to give the whole course, like here's 85% of it. We're not going to cross the finish. We're not going to start at the start and cross the finish because that's saved for the race. But let's see what the trail has to offer, understand the creek crossing, understand what you're signing up for. So that was the start of it. And then we had the shakeout run. We're all shaking out. We're all doing it. So why not do it together? Have some coffee, have demos, do all the things. And then a social. Everything is so, run. So let's do a little non-run. We all need to eat, drink. Why not do it together? Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm bummed I missed the social.
Me
I was
too.
a little apprehensive because the week prior I had a pizza before a big run, and it just didn't settle well the next morning. Did you dirty? Yeah, I think it's something about the dairy and the grease.
Okay.
I was like, I want to have pasta tonight.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to head over to the Commons and immerse myself into a scene where it'd be really hard to say no to a slice of pizza.
Peer pressure.
But
we gave away shoes though.
I was thinking later on that night, Joseph Shuffleberger was texting me like, "Where are you, dude? They're giving away stuff. Everybody's winning something." And I'm thinking like, why didn't I just go to hang out?
Yeah.
Right.
Fail.
Yeah. So, I'm with you. I'm bummed to have missed that as well.
I think we gave away like 25 prizes.
Stop.
Yeah, dude.
Stop.
And Joseph Shuffleberger won shoes again.
Again.
I was a little frustrated by that. Not going to lie, because I want everybody to have an experience. And so when the same person, I mean, I have no control over it. I'm not rigging anything. Yeah. But then he wasn't even doing the race. I was like, what the heck? But you know what? He showed up. So there's that. That's racing too.
Yeah.
You only win if you show.
Yep, showing up's half the battle.
So you got to show up.
Yeah. Showing up is 90% of the battle.
It really is.
Yeah, congrats, Joe, again. That's so cool, man. Lucky dog. He's got some good luck going with
He's got a shoe closet now.
For real.
All right, so hey, take me through this. So
okay.
You probably got, I'm going to guess 3, 4, 5 hours of sleep before you're up and at 'em in the morning.
Oh my God. My Saturday was so ridiculous. Not just the run things, but I have kids and a family and things. And so of course my daughter had a football game, she cheers. So there was a football game thrown in there, and my other daughter plays for the school band. So there was a jazz concert that night. And there was Parade of Lights, and they were both supposed to dance in it.
Night,
and I finally had to say no. We're not dancing in the Parade of Lights. There's physically not enough hours in the day. And we ended up leaving the jazz concert early. Thankfully, the junior high kids started, and then it was the Chico State students afterwards. I'm I feel like a jerk leaving in the middle of your show. I mean, I waited till a song ended and but I was I have to be up at 4 a.m. Yeah. I cannot do this. So I did get 6 hours.
Nice.
Because we went home and I went straight to bed.
Sure.
Straight to bed.
I know when I got here tonight and saw you, we both kind of said the same thing. We're tired. Just tired. It was a long weekend.
It's been a long couple of weeks. Yeah. 3 weeks prior to a race is a lot. And I've done it to myself because when I decided to put on the Trail Classic, I was I want to do it in October. But there's certain weeks that I can't do and, things. And then I have Almond Bowl in November. And I was 2 weeks is fine.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
It's fine, right? And so... No, it's not fine. So 3 weeks prior to Fall Classic, I'm go. Fall Classic happens, and then it's ready, go, Almond Bowl, go. So we can chat again the 5th of November when I'm totally...
After the races are done for a
and
while,
then
until January.
Right. And then my daughter's birthday is the 6th of November.
Of course.
So it's okay, get through all the races, have a birthday party, breathe for 5 seconds.
Have Thanksgiving.
Then
have Christmas.
Have beer relay.
Then Christmas, then Frost or Fog. Yeah.
I am doing Frost or Fog. I just signed up for that.
Hey, good for you.
Let's go.
Yeah. So we can go race.
Yeah.
I'll let you win.
I don't think so. I've seen that speed firsthand. That sprint up day camp, that training night was like, whoa, Shawna doesn't mess around. It was awesome.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think you were taking Nimai even at that point.
Well, here's the thing. Sometimes as a coach, you see potential. And when people are starting to maybe turn down their volume because they are starting to fatigue or whatever, it's your job to say, hey, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, it was a good time of that night too. We had just done like 3 or 4, and,
and
we were kind of fading a little bit as a group.
I was like, no.
It was a huge shot too. I think that was my fastest repeat that night. It was like seeing you go. It was like, whoa, let's go. It was awesome. All right, so morning of the race, how's it go down? You're up and at 'em. We're getting balloons situated. We're putting out a fire over here. We're putting out a fire over here. We're getting the whole area set up. How's it going?
Not too many fires.
Good.
Honestly, we were pretty smooth sailing in the morning. I think I got in the park about 5:15. It is dark. Like there's no street lights. You start to hear rustling in the bushes. I mean, it's just squirrels and deers, but your mind goes places.
Sure.
Yeah. So we got there about 5:15. Volunteers showed up. I think I had, 5 or 6 volunteers in the morning, which is great. Start just unloading the U-Haul and things just go up pretty quickly. And it's just kind of, I have everything organized, bins, compartments, so it's just delegating from there, and everything went pretty smooth and not too many balloons popped. So that always makes me happy. And yeah, it was just game on. Let's go.
Game on. We started Endurance Challenge. Pete.
Yeah, that race. Yeah, that was crazy. So I have another question before we get to that. So
Sure.
Race starts at 8. What time did the first racers show up?
Oh gosh, I think we had.
Because I rolled in there about 7:40.
People started showing up probably about 7.
Okay.
Yeah. They want the prime parking because
there's something to be said for that.
Yeah, that's the one downfall, in my opinion, to where we have the races. It's a little bit of a parking situation. There's lots of parking available. It's just spread out.
Yeah.
So if I had a magic fix for that, I would do it. We did bring in the bike valet this year.
Yeah, that was really cool.
So, and I never did make it up there to see how much it was utilized, but I mean, they didn't call me until about 1:00 saying that it was empty. So I'm assuming that it was used for at least half marathon area.
Yeah.
So that's good. We'll do bike valet again for we're going to do it for all our races moving forward. So really trying to push that. So, but for people who aren't local, one guy was like, oh yeah, I'll do bike valet. And he's, asking questions about it. I was like, no, you ride your bike from home here.
Yeah.
He thought it was like, oh, you park over here and we have a bike you borrow to ride to the start, which sounds cool too.
Yeah. Also, I was thinking that's not a terrible
like a bike
idea.
shuttle system.
Yeah.
Like that's not terrible either. I don't have that many bikes, but
Is there? I mean, has it crossed your mind or been a point of discussion at all for maybe like, hey, like I parked at 5 Mile and having somebody just shuttle people? Someone with
I
a
did
big
look
van?
it up.
Yeah.
I did look it up. It would be something to rent a van was not in the budget.
Yeah, totally. I guess that would be the biggest
further
hurdle.
down the line as the race grows, and that's something that we can line item. But right now it's like, okay, I would have to borrow a van, and then I would have
audience out there, any of you with a big van that might be interested in helping with something like this in the future, you know where to find Shawna.
Yeah, a team van. I actually know somebody. Like I don't know them, but I know that they have a van. Anyways, yeah. And then you got insurance and you have to have a driver and all the things. But yes, that did come across my mind because my thought was if we can have designated parking at the Elks Lodge.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Because then it's one parking space and then shuttle everybody over. That way we're not taking up all the parking for the park goers in the park.
Sure.
Because I don't want to be that person, but also like I do pay my fees.
Totally.
So. there's that.
Long-term goals.
Long-term goals. It is out there.
Yeah.
So,
That
but
would be incredible.
Chico needs some Lime scooters.
Now we're talking.
I don't know about those things. Could you imagine people Lime scootering down Centennial Pathway?
It would take a certain type of person to want
Yeah.
to be able to do that. I imagine a lot of them would. But
Yeah.
some families may be a little bit more reluctant to.
Yeah.
their kids
I
do
guess
that.
you can Lime scooter to the bike valet. You can Lime scooter valet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come screaming up Upper Park Road on a Lime scooter.
I wonder how that works. You probably have to have a certain amount of population or have to be big enough.
Probably.
Because those are really like only in big cities.
Yeah,
I've
I've-
encountered them.
I've
Yeah.
only ridden one in San Diego.
Yeah.
There's Lime bikes too. You could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Limesicles.
Oh, I think that's what we're going to name this episode, Limesicles. All right, so the race gets going at 8, the endurance challenge.
Yeah.
And we're off.
We're off.
How'd you feel, Pete, at the start?
So I told you guys, Ross, I saw you and a couple of other guys before the race. I've never been nervous before a race, really. Like, running to me is always just something fun to do. Like, I'm going to make my best effort. I know I'm very realistic about my capabilities, and I've never been nervous before a race. And I was nervous.
Why?
Distance.
I think the distance and, up to this point, I'd ever only run a half marathon race. I'd run 20 miles once before. We did our birth K, which was,
Right.
a modified endurance marathon, I guess. But I don't know. It was just, I was very nervous. I told my wife that morning, like, I don't know why, but like, I've been nervous all week about this. I think because the distance, and I really, really wanted to finish the whole thing. Like, that was my whole goal going into it. Just finish it.
Yeah.
Like, cross that finish line and just be glad that you did it. But that's the only thing that's the only way I can explain the nervousness, which is like, I've never been there. And the whole thing was not really a race.
Right.
4 miles is a race,
Yeah.
but it's the last 4 miles after you've already put in.
It's a 27-mile warm-up.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that was just part of it, just trying to wrap my mind around how to go into that. But realistically, competing in that last race or in that last loop was not realistic for me. It was just get to that last loop and suffer through it. And suffer through it I did. It got really ugly in the last 3 miles.
Yeah. Well,
I
you
made
looked
it.
great coming in. You couldn't tell in your face.
Oh, man, I covered it well.
I wish
then.
you could have seen Nimai come in.
I saw a video. Both my kids were there. 2 of my kids were there, and they said, "I've never seen anybody run that fast." I was like, "Yeah, you should see him when he's running uphill with his arms above his head."
Yeah.
I love that guy so
something.
much. Dude.
I do
He's such
too.
a G.
Yeah,
I was pep talking him, and I don't, there's kind of a line there. I don't want to give, like, I'm the race director, like, this is how you win. But also, like, I was his coach too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Nimai, this is the name of the game. Like, you need to reserve a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, your intuition is to just plow. I was like, so maybe don't. And running slow is hard for him.
yes.
Very hard for him. It took a lot of self-control. And
Well, as someone who saw him the whole time,
yeah.
he did the first lap or two. He kind of said something along the lines of, "I got to figure out how to do this. I gotta back off a little bit." He had an interesting strategy. He's the only person that I saw that took his shoes off to cross the creek.
He did. And he told me that. And I was like, why? But like, each person has their thing.
And I wonder if that was part of the strategy to slow down.
Maybe.
Could be.
I saw him a couple other times where he was walking, not only on some uphills, but on some downhills too.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm just enjoying this."
Yeah.
Finally, around maybe lap 4 or 5, I jogged past him, and he's like, "I think I figured this out."
I unlocked the secret.
Yeah, exactly. That's sort of what it felt like. Like, I got this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
now I get what I'm trying to do. But the running slow thing was certainly a challenge for me as well. Not that I was running fast, and I'm certainly not fast compared to Nehemiah and some of those other guys who were out there.
Yeah.
But Pete the Foreman and I, were locked up the whole time, the first 7 loops. And
I loved that. It was like, here's the Pete's.
Yeah, that was kind of our plan, was to just, hold each other to a nice, comfortable pace. Our goal was to run, the lap was 4-ish miles. We were aiming to run 44-ish minutes. And every single one of our first 7 laps was 40 to 41 minutes.
Perfect.
So we were still faster, and we kept saying, like, we're trying to go slower, we're walking longer stretches, but we somehow always ended up in that 40 to 41 minute
It's just where
window.
you were meant to be.
Exactly. And I didn't feel terrible the whole way through. I felt strong. The last, or I guess laps 6 and 7, my legs started to be like, hey, like, you're in some uncharted territory here, friend.
Are we done yet?
Yeah. Are we done yet? Thank goodness my wife showed up. And was able to help me take my socks off. I was changing my socks every lap. And it got to the point where I pulled a leg up to put a sock on, and I started to cramp. And I was like, uh-oh. Kicked my leg out dead straight. I was like, Lisa, I need some backup with this. So thank you, Lisa, for touching my gross, disgusting socks and feet.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's helpful having a PT as a wife.
It doesn't hurt. Yeah. She provided some really nice massages on my calves as well at that point.
I hope you tipped her.
I did. I went and picked up dinner that night.
Perfect.
Yeah, she was wonderful. She ran the half marathon.
She did.
And had a great time.
Good.
And echoed the sentiment of a lot of people. That was a hard race.
Yeah.
That was a very hard half marathon.
My favorite comment after, it was the first year, one of the people who finished the half marathon was like, did you think of that? I was like, yeah, that came out of my head. And she's like, what is wrong with you?
Thank you.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
It's like, well, it sounded like a great route.
Yeah.
Like it's most of my favorite trails. I couldn't put all of them in because some of them are on private land.
Sure.
So you can't really add in Sidewinder because that's
Yeah.
all private land.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear the guy's really old and he might die soon, so maybe. But just kidding.
And I think a cool thing about that particular course is that the first half is uphill,
Right.
and it's quite a bit uphill. But then the whole second half is a net downhill. I mean, obviously there's some rolling as you come down, but there's not
Right.
like another bloody pin climb
or
a green gate climb.
So you just have to really make through
exactly
6-ish miles.
Yeah. I know when we'd finished our second loop, and I was sitting under the tent that Frank the Tank's brother brought. So thank you, David. And Nimai comes over and he's like, hey, somebody just finished the half marathon in 1:32. And I said, what the hell is going on here? 1:32 for that course
Right.
is insane.
That's back-to-back champion Edward.
Yeah.
And it was slower than his last year time. He did it last year in 1:31.
Jeez. I can't even get that close on a flat road.
Yeah.
Oh,
half marathon.
Me neither.
So, Edward, I don't know who you are, but you're an absolute monster.
Never met Edward?
No, I've never met Edward.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He has an accent. I just love him. He's so nice.
Yeah, he's a nice dude.
He is so nice.
He's
and
his wife- is
you've
his wife?
probably seen him because he's won the 5K, I believe. He's won some of the road races. I don't
Okay.
know if it's Bidwell Classic or Almond
oh
Bowl.
cool.
I would
So
have
he's
to.
multi-talented. He's not just a fast trail runner.
No,
Great.
he's just fast, period. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Rachel?
I think
She's
so.
really nice,
They're
too.
both.
They were at
just-
Melissa's little get-together
missed
recently.
that, yeah.
He lives over by Melissa, so
Okay.
I think he probably lives
Yeah,
right next to you.
Yeah, right in the
Yeah.
neighborhood. Okay. Yeah.
I was trying to talk him into Almond Bowl. I don't know if he drank the Kool-Aid or not, but
Yeah.
I said there's a cash prize.
Yeah. I'm
Please
still
come.
on the fence about that. I'm intending to sign up.
He's been to.
You need to defend your.
No, that was.
Oh, was it Bidwell Classic?
Yeah, that was Bidwell
okay.
Classic.
Okay.
And there's no chance I can defend that. Because Ross is going to run it.
Oh, well, you never know.
Or
You got to show
Billy.
up.
Yeah.
Maybe he's out of town.
That's right. That's right.
You never know.
Yeah. But all the feedback I heard about the half was that's a hard race. It's a good race, but it's a hard race.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we were able to get Upper Yahi done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Upper Yahi is just magic to me. you don't feel like you're in Chico. You feel like you're totally somewhere else.
In the Shire.
Also, like when you're running out towards the preserve, same thing. You're just, especially in the spring with the salamanders and unfortunately the little bridges that were on Upper Yahi are all broken and gone. So I know they're talking about putting some new ones in, or I don't know.
Yeah, Lisa, my wife, was most impressed with the ecological preserve. She's like, when I got out there, it was so quiet. She's like, the rest of the park is quiet, but when I got out into that, it was a different kind of quiet.
It's so nice.
Yeah, she was really impressed with that.
And I know post fire, they raised more money than they set out to raise to restore it. And so I really hope that they're able to really plant everything back the way they want to. And I'm not sure if the barn burned down or not. I think it did, but anyways, it's a magical place out there. And if you haven't ran out there before, check the schedule, because it's also a hunting space. So
good to know.
Yeah. You look up on their website, because there are periods of time when it's closed because people are allowed to hunt back there. But you just sign the little book. That's where you can get your trail names official.
Oh, that's right.
Sign the book.
Need a trail.
What's Billy's trail name?
Billy's trail name is Bougie Bitch Billy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bougie.
Billy, did you hear that? I mean, you already knew that.
He knew that. I gave it to him at Lost Dutchman pub run.
But now it's on the internet, which means it lives forever.
You know
Lives
what?
forever.
You know what Peter's trail name is?
What?
Raw Dog.
Raw Dog.
He likes to say raw dogging all the time.
I mean, it's fun to say.
Oh, yes. I guess that's mostly true, Ross. Yes, mostly true.
Raw dog in life,
Yeah,
right?
always. Paid the price for that during the fall classic. Had a little chafing on a level that I've never had before.
I had all the nut butter available.
Oh man, so that's good to know now. Fortunately, good friend Anna was in the house and she had some Vaseline and she saved the day. And I just saw her this afternoon. Actually, she came by our house and I said, thank you again. I don't know if I would have made it through 4 more laps without that. And I said out loud, I bet they had it over at the aid tent and I just didn't go ask.
We did. We had a whole bucket of it at the Fleet Feet tent, little single that you could just put in your pocket to just nut butter.
Yes. Okay. I
Get
think
that body glide.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is just always carry it from now on. Anytime I run more than like 6 or 7 miles.
Well, especially when you get that sweaty, because it's like when you stop, you sweat more, and then you start again, and then you're just building those layers of salt. Yeah. And you were just. Yeah.
Well, I survived, and I'm glad to know that next time it will be there.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Yeah. I'm better now, but it was a rough afternoon.
Yeah.
This event's in its third year.
Third year.
Love
which makes sense. 3 is my favorite number.
Yeah.
And so I was very pleased with this.
Yeah, we had a good vibe check. The weather was phenomenal.
Perfect.
The crowd energy was phenomenal. The community turnout, which we've alluded a little bit to, was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I want to know stats. Registration
up.
How much?
65%.
Dang.
Yeah.
So how many last year compared to this year? Ballpark, if you don't know.
Ballpark. So I think we had 143 total registration last year between the 2 races, and this year we were just shy of 200. So I guess not 65% in total.
That's really good, though.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
When the endurance challenge took off, I was like, wow, that's a big field.
That one almost doubled. So last year we had 43 in the endurance challenge. This year we had 77.
Yeah, when I came in Friday to get my bib, I was talking to you because in my mind I was thinking, I bet this will probably be like 40 or 50 people. And when you said, it's somewhere between 70 and 80, I thought,
yeah.
There's a lot of us sickos out there.
There are a lot of sick people in this world. Yeah. That
How many finished?
32.
Okay.
That's
Which
awesome.
I was kind of mathing that. I was like, okay, last year we had 43 and we had 18 finish. We got 77. So it was like, okay, we nearly doubled that. Are we going to have nearly double the finishers?
Yeah.
And yeah, it was pretty darn close.
That's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. Yeah.
Proportional growth.
Yeah. And then we had 130, I think, on the half.
Great.
So yeah, that was good. We only had one person call it quits at mile 6. He's like, nope.
Wow. So
Phoned a friend to pick him up.
I was gonna say, did the person get up to the aid station at Green Gate and say, okay, I'm good?
Yeah,
I'm
he
just
got
gonna
to
stay
Green.
here.
Yeah, he got to.
It was a party.
I know. He got to
Are
Green
you
Gate,
serious?
and they were having a whole pirate fest up there, and I had asked about some other stuff that was going on, and he was like, "Oh yeah," and we had a guy just like get in a car and leave. I'm like, "Did you catch a bib number? Yeah. Did you like?" He's like, "No, we didn't even know what was happening. He just."
Yeah, I could see that.
Was just not feeling great, I guess, and called someone, and then he just dipped. He emailed me.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah,
good.
so I later knew who it was, but I was like, well, I'll know at the end because I can see everyone who's finished or started versus finished.
Yeah.
But yeah, he ended up emailing me.
Is he okay?
He just said he didn't feel good the whole time. So it might have been one of those, like, you just, the rule of thirds, like you just had a bad start and it just stuck with you. And sometimes when you have those bad starts, like it may be less about a physical ailment and more of like a mental thing. Like you just can't shake it off.
Yeah.
Or maybe you had bad pizza. Who knows? And just...
Oh, it was good pizza. It just
did you dirty. Yeah.
It just didn't sit well.
Yeah. So he just said the whole 6 miles, it was just rough. And it doesn't help that like that's the first of it because you're just going.
Yeah.
It's you get a half a mile of like, oh, we're easing into it and then go.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I'm glad the guy's okay and didn't get hurt.
He's not injured.
Okay.
No, he
Good.
didn't. Yeah, no injuries. We had one bee sting. Oh, so
that's not bad.
No, that I can handle that.
Yeah.
Bee sting, sure. Benadryl, done.
Yeah.
Good.
So any like notable runners? I mean, I think Alex, who finished behind Edward, is super impressive.
I love Alex.
Yeah,
Alex
he's a little
Piasecki.
stud, dude.
So
That
fun fact
guy
about
flies.
Alex is my first year I had to DQ him.
No way.
Yeah. Just took the wrong course. Yeah. Instead of churning in to going to Bear Hole to the aid station to get on Yahi, he just flew down the fire road. He was just in a vibe. And so that's why the next year I said, okay, pylons.
Yeah.
Done. No one's missing the turn.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
So, but yeah, he felt terrible and I felt terrible for him. And the person that came in third was making a stink, as some people are very serious about their racing. And so it was the right thing to do. And he knew it. He was like, it's fine. And so I gave him some socks anyways, and his heart was happy. And he came back the next year and he crushed it the next year. And and so every time I see him, I was like, I'm not DQing you this year. And he's like, I know, I'm going to do good.
Yeah.
So
I also felt like Jonathan Wetz in the endurance challenge was really impressive. He's 22 years old.
He was flying
he
through
was
all the laps.
He was so
So
fresh.
nice, too.
Every time you go through, Kathy and I were kind of there at the finish and we're like, you good for another lap? Yep. Yep. I was like, okay.
Yeah, he's got a good attitude. He's fun to talk to too.
There were two guys that were running shirtless for a while. I caught their names at one point, but
It was Hans and Franz.
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah. And it was like, oh, show us your biceps, or show, like, they were so entertaining. They were a good time. Mandy's, it was very fun to watch. She's just so happy all the time.
Mandy Jensen?
Yeah, I
she's
love
a rock
her.
star.
I mean, so many people, and even
really.
people that didn't like finish entirely, and they committed to so many loops. Like Sarah Valem, I think she had committed to like 3 loops or something like that, and ended up doing 5. Like
she's like I wish she could be my spirit animal. Like
she
puts
great
off the
attitude.
energy that I wish I had.
she has I have the best video of her dancing at the end of it.
Yeah.
She's just the best energy. She makes me feel good.
Yeah, good vibes. With Sarah for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a good time. Every time I see her, she's just like Ross. She kind of reminds me of you. Like it's just constant positivity. Just like I'm just happy to be here. I
Yeah.
get to run. Sarah's really good at giving Shawna a heap of shit. She's good at giving Coach Noah a heap of shit. And I think I also like that a lot. Like she just has the perfect amount of sarcasm at just the right time.
I get her back. It's fine.
Yeah, as you should. Yeah, she's a good time.
It's funny you're saying this because like the content creator in me, like whenever Sarah shows up to a run, it's like, okay, camera right on her.
And she doesn't mind at all.
No,
And she brings it.
Yeah.
It's like she's good for the content. She's good for the community because she's got, great vibes.
Well, also, she deals with children, like little, like special need preschool.
Yeah.
And so she just has that, like, I can be a child. I can be playful. Life's not that serious.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about her.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, she's been a teacher for a long time.
Long time. She's like in admin now or something like that.
Yeah,
so she's the head B of that shit.
She's in the right
Head B.
place.
Head B.
She's in the right place. That's
Yeah,
for
no.
sure.
Every time I'm like, Sarah, she does this. People are like, that tracks.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Bougie B, Billy, head B, Sarah.
Yep. Bougie B.
I like it. Speaking of Billy, he was impressive. Mark Sorensen rocking his jorts was impressive in the half marathon. And I want to give a shout out to my friend Jamie Engel, who actually works here at Odyssey with us. She competed in her first half marathon.
Oh, that's awesome.
She finished it. Yeah, it was good to.
Great for her.
Yeah, catch
She
it.
wasn't one of the 2 people that said that they weren't coming back next year.
I think I don't know. She might do it again.
Okay.
I don't know if she's hooked yet, but she just did her first half and she was proud. So
Good
She
for
should
her.
be.
yeah.
It's a
I
big
laughed at the
accomplishment.
survey because I asked, like, at the end, would you do it again? And 2 people were like, no.
Okay. Logan Ziegemeyer's brother Todd also did the half. And
He did.
I want to ask something about this. So.
And his other brother.
Oh, was
Yeah,
it? Okay,
yeah,
was his-
he had
yeah,
2
okay.
brothers.
Chad.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Ziegemeyers. What
Yeah.
a studly family. Amazing. I was trailing Todd near the end of Bloody Pin. We got to the top of there, and there was a little bit of
Oh, God, don't get me started.
yeah. I want to kind of. I think for people that may kind of, I don't know, just clear the air
Yeah.
on something like this. Like, so I saw Todd take a turn to go up a different trail than go out Guardians. And I'm kind of thinking like, wait a second. And you kind of look at this barricade or this thing had been set up, this little like wall there that made it totally look like you needed to go up this other way and not go out Guardians. So I got confused.
Is that
I
the
ran-
trash line?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I ran
And
out-
rightfully so, because once I saw footage of what was set up, it looks like you should turn.
Yeah, and I felt so bad because I got confused and I stopped. And I was like
Yeah.
looking around. There wasn't a runner behind me approaching. So like time's just going and I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure out like, do I follow Todd? I don't think that's the way we should go.
Do not
So
follow
then I
Todd.
run out Guardians and like get around the corner and see a pink flag and I'm like, okay, this is the way we go. Then I turn around and like run back to see if I can like yell to Todd to like get his attention.
Right.
And there was another runner in front of him that went up there. And then by that time it was like, I don't even know if he's going to hear me. I tried, you know,
Yeah.
and then carried on my way. But
I
some
ended
other
up getting
runners-
a phone call from, I don't know if I called Logan or Logan called me, but there was communication. And he was like, hey, people are coming up the highway. I'm like, how?
Yeah, what happened there?
How? The amount of flags that we had out, it's a little bit, in my opinion, overkill. But there shouldn't have been any turnage. What had happened, and like no finger pointing, it's just what it is. The city accidentally issued a permit for a bike race that was, when the application was received, was for Saturday. Well, it was for Saturday and Sunday, but they visually saw Saturday. And so about a week before the race, I saw Chico Villa Club had shared like on their stories. And I saw a picture of Upper Park and it was like bike race, registration and details coming soon, something. But it was the 2 dates, Saturday and Sunday. And then it had races listed. And I don't know much about bike stuff. So like whatever, the verbiage of the bike races. And so I messaged them to see like, what's the can you show me your maps? Because our race is on Sunday. I'd like to see where you are to make sure we're not overlapping. I didn't hear back from it. It's Instagram DM. So it's like, who knows how often they check it. So I ended up calling the city and I was like, hey, this is what I'm seeing. Can you please let me know what's going on? And she's like, oh yeah, they have a race on Saturday. I'm like, okay, well, their Instagram is saying Saturday and Sunday. Can you please double check that information? And sure enough, it was Saturday and Sunday. The city had missed it. I was like, we need to see their maps, like, or you need to see, like, technically they're not supposed to share information with me. You know, I'm like, you need to figure it out. Like, so she's like, I'm going to talk to the city manager, and we'll get back to you. And she's like, I'm going to email you the map. Let me know if there's any points where you overlap. And so I'm looking at it, and they had a race that went from the golf course, the Frisbee golf course on 32, down Guardians, down South Rim, and basically finished where we were. And they had another one that's trash line, like an extreme downhill, something where it's trash line to Bloody Pin, and you finish right there on Annie's at the end of Bloody Pin. But then you have to exit. So do you go left? Do you go right? You know, either way, I'm like,
on the trail.
Yeah. And those two races were supposed to be on Sunday. And I said, absolutely not.
Yeah,
like,
that's not safe.
That's not safe. So the city was like, no, you're right. You know, you've had your permit. I filed for my permit back in like December or January or long time ago. And their registration wasn't even open yet. Like, they were just kind of tossing it up type of thing. They had just obtained permits like maybe 3 weeks prior. So she's like, well, you make the decision, because we can tell them no and they'll have to push, or if you can come up with something. And so I'm looking at it, and then she gave me his information and was like, can you call him? And maybe you guys can, you know, the trails, he knows the trails. And so basically what we came up with was the Guardian South Rim race was going to get moved to Saturday. So then that didn't interfere with us. They were still wanting to do that downhill one on Sunday. And I was like, okay, the only way that works is if it's later.
Yeah, after the half marathon is done, because the endurance isn't going up that high. Yeah.
Right. And I was like, but even at that, you have to make sure people are exiting towards 10 Mile House. You cannot come down Annie's afterwards, because we have people going through the 4 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
So that, again, not safe. You know, communication seemed to be fine. I was trying to be accommodating. I don't want to be like the stick in the mud or tell them they can't do their thing, because, you know, we all want to be in the park. Lessons were learned. Next time I'm just saying no, because what had happened is, I guess one of the guys who was in charge of that stuff, the vice president or whatever, was biking the day before the event and crashed and got a concussion and all this stuff and wasn't out there. And so I don't know if it was just less hands or whatever, but they ended up flagging their route before we were done. And so that blue barricade was for their bike race.
Yep.
So they were coming down trash line and down
Guardian to Bloody.
Yeah. Okay. And so that was their barricade.
Oh, that's too bad.
So it just sucks, because it's like, not only was it confusing for our runners, but we still ended up with bikers on our course. I had to talk to several bikers, and they were like, what? And I'm like, it is one thing if you're like coming through, and I can't prevent like regular, you know, park users, but people, you know, would think that you would be cautious when there's others around. When you come off South Rim or you come out of Annie's and you see the mass amount of people that we had at the base, things set up, maybe your instinct would be to slow down.
Yeah.
Maybe like be a little courteous, but no, that wasn't what was happening. So it's just unfortunate. It's just one of those things. It was out of my control. I couldn't, once I learned about it, I was like, I had called Brett, who is our sweeper for the half. He was already through it. He sent me a picture. So
Gotcha.
I was like, if my sweeper's already at the barricade, there's nothing I can do at this point.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Well,
so yeah.
I mean, thanks for giving us a lens, and it's kind of like one of the elements that makes something like this a logistical monster. And there are these things that surface, and the way you handled it is obviously super professional, and it is what it is. I mean, luckily nobody got hurt, or
no one got hurt.
Worse things could have happened.
I was like, honestly, the mileage is about the same.
Right.
You know, the climb is about the same. So, I mean, I wasn't going to adjust because also I didn't know who went which way. And I wasn't going to leave that up to the aid station people to like notate who's coming from where.
True.
I was like, it's about the same. It's fine. It's a wash. But I was just more concerned with safety.
Yeah.
They're
off the grid.
Yeah. Well, because then our sweeper's going this way and we had two guys go up and then realize, oh, there's no more pink flags. So he came back down. So then he's behind the sweeper.
Yeah.
And then we found some other ladies and he was like, oh, there was too late. So then we thought we lost two guys. We ended up finding them. It was a whole thing. But like, yeah. So no more bike race on top of her. Next time my answer is just no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I was trying, like I said, I was just trying to be accommodating, but.
Yeah, that's sweet of you. And just a little hiccup in an epic day, and
no one knew.
Yeah, let's
hopefully no one knew.
Let's get to the aid station battle royale.
Hey, before we do that, this seems like a good time to remind everyone that this podcast is always brought to you by hydration. Always brought to you by hydration. So drink your water, drink your electrolytes, whatever it is that you need to do to stay hydrated, do that. And we'll be right back.
Yeah, all right. Welcome back. Aid Station Battle Royale. What a way to go about having the aid stations compete and make a difference. Super fun idea. Break down the concept for us.
I can't take credit for it.
Okay.
I want to say it was Vanessa's idea. I'm not 100%. It was somebody else's idea. And I was like, oh, done. We're doing that 100%.
Queen V's a legend.
100%. Yeah. So, concept there. I mean, best aid station. I refer back to Siskiyou Outback. And if you've never ran it, go run it. I highly recommend it. I will be there at the 50K this year. But they have a pirate aid station at Aid Station 1. And there's always this fake snake. And it gets me every single time. I know it's there.
I don't do snakes.
Fake or real. It's there. And it gets me every time because you are focused, right? You're tired, you're fatigued, you're trying to like do the things. And then all of a sudden you're just like, jump scare. So I was like, how fun would that be to like have these aid stations, and a good way to like engage the community into wanting to volunteer. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like if you're not going to run, compete on a different level, be the best volunteer that there is, you know. And it is, like you said, Halloween season, things are getting spooky, like lots of opportunities for costumes and just things. So like, who has the best snacks? No one took my idea of electrolyte Jell-O shots.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity right there.
I thought that was a great idea. Or like pickle juice Jell-O shots.
Yeah, picklebacks.
No one did it. I mean, the 80s party did have pickles and pickle juice.
We crushed.
Which was so good.
Humble brag.
Yes, humble brag. And I didn't get a lot of content from the Pirate Aid Station. I did get to see a few things, but I heard about some green Rice Krispie treats.
Oh,
I want to know if they're green because they're special.
They were epic up there.
Or were they green because of food coloring?
I feel like...
Say food coloring.
Yeah, it was food coloring.
Okay,
Liability.
Okay.
It was food coloring. It had to be food coloring.
But then, you know, we had... And it was fun that there were no duplicate, because some people didn't tell me who... like what their theme was. They wanted to leave the reveal. So I was like, shoot, I'm going to end up with like 3 pirate aid stations, you know? Yeah. But everybody was different. We had an 80s, we had a 70s, we had pirates, we had
beach
vibes, a Hawaiian luau type thing. Like we had a spooky Halloween theme. So it was good. People also were asking me like, what kind of snacks are going to be provided. Trail running's all about the snacks. We know that. And I was like, oh, I know what I'm providing.
Yeah.
I know that there's some Never Second out there. Shout out to Never Second. I know that there's some goo. Shout out to Sam and all his goo. And some noon.
Edit that out, Ross.
We have some shout out to Pete over here, who's been crushing some Rice Krispie treats and some beef jerkies on some long runs. So gave us an idea to have them.
Absolutely. Some protein.
Oh, man.
So, but it's got to be beef jerky and Rice Krispie treats. So you get the
so
sugar and the,
and the carb. I was like, okay.
Shout out to the forum who had the idea to have some paydays. We were rocking some paydays. I've been doing some intel, quietly researching among some of these long runs.
Yeah. What I didn't know was great, because what I learned later, I shouldn't have known. Ignorance is bliss. Apparently, our luau guys had Malibu rum.
They may or may not, but definitely were advertising that very openly.
Without anyone knowing.
I have no confirmation on it. So, like I said, it could be rumor.
I'm definitely not nodding my head telling you that
I'm shaking my head.
I'm shaking my head aggressively.
Head.
Bobby Hastings and Birdie would never do anything like that.
Birdie.
I mean, because that would be breaking the rules. So, okay, good to know they were complicit in the
They
rules.
were 100% complicit.
Okay.
In something.
They filled it up with water.
They did.
It was coconut water.
Bubbly water.
Exactly.
Bubbly coconut water.
Exactly.
But it was just fun to see what everybody brought.
Yeah, it was.
The type A in me was like, okay, I'm going to stash some like gummy bears in here and some trail mix just in case.
Just in case.
Yep. Just in case. But yeah, no, to see everybody's element. Some were very elaborate. When Vanessa showed up, I was not surprised.
Yeah, that was full commitment.
That was full. Also, I just went to a bachelorette party with her in August or September. Full commitment there. So I was not shocked.
If you're going to do something, do something.
Yeah.
Don't just talk about it, be about it.
Be about it.
Yeah.
So I think Billy deserves some credit, to be honest. His outfit was pretty ridiculous.
So
it was something.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
That was a lot. And also not enough at the same time.
Yeah. That's one of those things that you can wear in the park, but not.
That's a Beta Breakers outfit.
Yeah, it's very much Beta Breakers. Definitely not other places where there's children. Probably not the best idea.
They were the best aid station. You were there. I couldn't get over your outfit. I keep showing everyone the picture.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But like the best energy to have second half of the race at the finish.
For sure.
It was
Shawna,
amazing.
Sean, if you ever need me for anything, I'm right here.
That was
right here for
fantastic.
you,
He kept the neon outfit too.
Vanessa is already planning for next year.
She is. We had so much fun. It was so fun.
It was the best.
I think all the aid stations really, again, you talked about this being a community event.
Mm-hmm.
That helps make it an event, right? It's not just a race.
For sure.
It's everybody out there supporting one another in such a fun way. Like, the Hawaiian station, which was, I think, the original A team, basically. Yeah. They were great up there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw them all, but they had on matching Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, I got sent pictures.
They did not cut any corners for sure when they were handing out their water and electrolytes and peanut M&Ms. Yeah, they had it all.
Which was funny because that aid station was vacant up until like a week before the race. And I just happened to catch them at Hooker Oak on a run. And I was like, hey, what are you doing on Sunday?
Yeah.
Come play. And then it was just like Alberto was the first one to be like, okay.
Yeah.
And then he just got him. I think Hastings might have been the first one. I don't know. Either way, they just started roping them in. And I was like, yes, do it. Like it's, if you're not running it, be part of it.
Yeah.
It's all communal.
Well, and they're such a big part of the running fabric of Chico, right? They're the history of Chico running.
Yeah.
So it's crucial that they're out there. And it was great to see them. They
Love
were
it.
very uplifting.
mean-
Every time I went by.
When I climbed 10 Mile House Road, there was skeletons hanging off trees. There was
I saw a few pictures. Yeah.
other little good nuggets that BRC had done with their Pirates theme, and there was just an insane amount of energy
Yeah.
on top of 10 Mile House Road, which is a really good thing to have at that point in the race when you've gone through some
Critical.
tough climbing. Yeah.
Critical.
So, I felt like they infused a lot of energy into me, and I feel like they deserve very significant shout out.
I
Like,
wish
they
I
did
saw
a
more
great job.
footage. I wanted to get more footage of the aid station. So
If I didn't have like a little bit of competitiveness in me to like try and have a good time, I probably would have stayed and hung out and got a lot of footage. I think John was taking footage actually.
I heard something about a drone, but the battery also died, and so there might be some footage. But also, I'm impatient, so I'm like, I want it now. Show it to me now.
FaceTime me. Show me in real time.
Show me. I want to see. But no, I appreciate everyone's effort. They met and exceeded what I asked. Even the 70s crew up at the top there, same thing. I roped them in days before the race, and I was like, please do it.
Yep.
Let's have some fun. And they crushed it.
Yes, everybody did.
Yeah. So I'm just grateful.
Yeah.
So, because I can't do these, like, I'm one person.
Yeah.
So I can have all the ideas and I can put forth all the organization, but unless the community buys in, it's worthless.
Yeah.
So
Well, I would guess that this year will probably be where you see that shift. Like, okay, we saw what that's like. People who ran this year that don't run next year, like, if I don't run next year, I for sure am going to be at one of these aid
in on it.
stations
It's so
doing
fun.
something.
Yeah.
I probably won't wear a costume like Billy's because I'm not built like that. But yeah, it looked like too much fun. And
You are built like that, and by this time next year, you're gonna be built like that for sure.
because we're strength training.
That's right,
Yeah.
strength training.
Consistently.
Yes,
should we talk about the winners?
we could.
Sure.
I mean, since we're on topic,
Yeah.
The aid station winners.
the aid station winner, because it was a battle,
Yeah. was a
right? It was a
battle.
battle. I
Royale.
wanted them to battle it out.
It's not a battle unless there's a winner.
Battle
right.
of the aid
Otherwise, it's just
stations.
a commune or something. I don't know.
So we had best snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Who was going to show up with the best. Again, where were the Jell-O shots next year?
Somebody write
Good
that
idea.
down.
Yeah,
Audience.
I don't really
write that down.
I don't know why, but that doesn't sound appealing to me. Crush some Jello in the middle of a race, I guess.
It's no different than a Morton's.
And I don't like those.
Think of it as like a giant gummy nerd cluster minus the nerds on the outside.
Which I like the crunch of the nerds, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those gummy nerd clusters are magic. Those,
Yeah.
what are
Yeah,
they
they
called?
don't-
Millennial crack. That's the
I
nickname.
ate a bunch of them on Saturday.
There was apparently like left over in a bag, and I found it in all my. I sat there and finished the bag.
Yeah.
I just sat there in my car snack.
Who
Car
won
fries.
the best snacks?
Best snacks went to Bidwell Run Club.
Okay.
So apparently Ursula's Rice Krispie treats.
What a legend.
Yeah.
Such a legend.
I'm gonna have to phone a friend because we are homies and be like, Ursula,
Hook
why
it
have
up.
I never tried these Rice Krispie treats?
She's a wealth of all kind of knowledge.
Can I just pause for 1 second and give Tom and Ursula a shout out? On Sunday, they must have walked down from the aid station afterward, or maybe they decided to go out and do some running, but I ran into them coming down Annie Bidwell right before you climb up the rock steps where the tree used to be. You come around the bend.
Like they just
Yeah.
went from the aid station and
Yeah,
then
I
walked
think
down?
they might have. But I saw them, and it was like at the best time. Like I needed to see somebody.
Yeah.
Like I needed a
Awesome.
pick me up, and they were both right there. Gave a couple high fives, and it was
That's
like,
awesome.
oh, what perfect timing! I needed a pick me up. I was starting to drag ass, and I mean, I had the form there, but like just seeing another face after a while.
Right.
So yeah, Tom and Ursula, thank you.
They're the best.
They are salt of
They're-
the earth,
Great people.
basalt of the earth.
That's right.
That's for you, Tom.
Yeah,
Love
so
rocks.
the Rice Krispie treats apparently were a thing. I don't know what else they had up there, but that was notated in comments.
I heard
more than once.
I heard that they didn't have Fireball and that people didn't enjoy that.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
I also failed on that scent.
But they did have Fireball and people did enjoy it.
I love Fireball so much.
Why are we whispering?
I don't know.
Liability.
Oh my gosh, I totally meant to bring us Fireball tonight.
I probably would have.
I had leftover little shooters. I meant to bring them.
Okay, how about best energy? Is that
Best-
even a question?
Yeah.
This was a landslide.
It had to be. It had to be.
Landslide. Like, there was zero competition when it came to best energy.
A land electric slide.
Yeah.
I think I saw Billy.
Yeah. That went to the 80s party at the base. Vanessa, Senor Ross right here, Billy, and
fun.
Michelle Jordan. That was, I mean, they had me dancing and singing. I mean,
We're getting them hyped.
it was a good time. We were listening to, is it Jesse's Girl?
Yep.
And Billy had changed the words to Mike's Girl. He was like, "What's your husband's name?" Change the
Billy's
lyrics.
the best, dude.
He is so funny.
He's great.
He's so funny. But yeah, that was a landslide. No competition when it came to energy.
I think I saw Billy do a little dance move with Jonathan Wetz as well.
Oh.
Across the finish line.
Little dirty dancing.
A little dirty dancing
Yes.
lift. Yeah.
I may have posted that.
That was art.
Yeah.
He had
Poetry
said,
in motion.
you know, the winner, the first person to come in on this next loop is going to have to do this. I was like, no one's going to want to finish.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to.
Well, I think the one that was a little more discouraging was when he offered to give the winner of the next loop a massage.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, Pete, let's slow down on this one. I don't want to be anywhere near that.
Oh, man. Yes. They came with the energy. That is for sure.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, I think I'd be lying if I said I was like more excited for the race than like supporting at the aid station. I was for sure like equally excited for both. It was like the run's gonna be fun this morning. This afternoon's gonna be hella fun.
So
Like
fun.
working this with Vanessa and Billy is gonna be epic. I went to Spirit the day before.
Yeah,
like
Yeah. Someone said they
explains it.
saw you.
God, my help. Yeah, Ashley. I ran into Ashley there. I was like, we're going all out. Like, this is going to be a good time. I had to match Billy and Vanessa. Billy said, you know, this is what we're going to wear. It was like, oh, snap. Okay, we better
Game
get
on.
in motion here. Like, we better get in gear and bring it. And it was fun, dude.
Yeah.
Work an aid station if anybody's out there next year. If you're not running it or if you're running the half and you want to support the endurance challenge in the second half of the day, work an aid station. Best time ever.
So much fun. Yeah. Second place for best snacks, just reversing a little bit. It was pretty tied between 80s Hawaiian and B-Fit, which was the Halloween. So
Shout out Sarah B. Fit.
Yeah,
for
Sarah
sure.
B. Fit for sure. So that was fun. But yeah, BRC took that one. Best energy, like I said, landslide for the 80s party there. And then it was a pretty close, like 1 point difference between BRC and the Hawaiian dudes. So good energy there. And then best overall experience went to Bidwell Run Club.
Breaking news here on Ross and Peter's Pot on the Run.
I'm not saying that's who won. I'm just saying that's just
Darn it.
the
Best
three
experience.
best overall experience was Bidwell Run Club.
You can say who won.
And then 80s was right behind them. So, and then I posted it on social media to just get, you know, anybody who was, because when I put it out to the runners, it's anonymous. I can't see anything, but I also put it out on social media and calculated some votes there. So every vote was a point basically. So I took all the points on social media, all the points for best snacks, best energy, best overall, and calculated them all together and got a total point. And that's how we got our winner. So the winner.
Are we going to break some news here?
We are.
Let's go.
Breaking news on
Better
the
hurry
pod.
up and edit this quickly.
Yeah.
By 1 point.
By 1 point.
1 point. is Bidwell Run Club.
Ooh. I want to recount.
I recounted
Ross
like
takes
4
that
times.
personal.
So we have this cool plaque
That's so cool.
that will be housed in my office. Well, actually, I think I'll put it on the community board. And every year, he needs to add 2025 there. But every year, so next year, Ross, right there.
We're coming for redemption.
need to
We're
come
already
back.
planning it. We're already planning it.
Fall Trail Classic, Battle of the Aid Station winner.
A Ross and
BRC.
Peter's pot on the run aid station.
Okay.
Little foreshadowing, maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Well,
Who
congrats to BRC.
Yes.
They deserve
Yes.
it. They were
Good
so
work.
awesome up
Good
So
there.
I'm going to
work.
FaceTime them later if it's not too late because they probably go to bed early. So there's that.
Very cool. What a great idea. Vanessa, Shawna, making it happen. Ideas, bringing the vision to life. So fun, dude. Awesome. And congrats to BRC. Arr.
Arr.
They deserve it.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
Making us runners walk the plank.
I mean, they jumped on board really quick. And Logan was super helpful. We
Such a G.
blasted through some water and I was like, will you go get me more? And he went and ran me a little solid errand. So that
Not
was,
surprised. It so helped out cleaning up Upper Yahi too.
yeah,
I mean, that dude's about it.
Yeah.
Legend.
appreciated very much.
All right, let's get to a little rapid fire. We're kind of on a bit of a time crunch here.
That's all right. I got pickup for the kids already handled.
Never mind. Awesome. Well, we can still well, we'll save that for a little bit. How about just the fact that registration's now open for next year?
Yeah, so I wanted to capture the momentum. You know, I didn't want the party to stop. I was like going through the videos and I was like, let's capture the momentum. So Harkness is already registered. Billy was first on there
course.
to
Big
register.
number one, Billy Harkness.
Big number one,
Oh,
Billy
gee.
Harkness. So yeah, registration's open. It's out there. You can sign up and then I'll have volunteers sign up, you know, probably later down the line because we're a year out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any like shout outs to sponsors or anybody?
We
you wanna
had
mention?
so many fantastic sponsors. Incrediware gave us a lot of prizes. They're always,
Awesome.
anytime I ask them for anything, they're there. We're bringing in a new sock line at the store. Rough something. They're going to kill me. They're not at the store yet, so I'm not committed.
Google. Pete's on it.
Pete, get it.
Push a Pete.
It's rough something. Roughwear? No, that's not it. That's
Incrediware. You
Nah.
just blended Incrediware and Rough.
yeah.
Incredirough.
Incredirough.
Rough socks.
What are they? Dog socks?
No, they're really nice socks. Oh, I feel terrible now. But they donated all the age group pricing for the half marathon. So, and we should be getting their socks in soon. If not, they're already there waiting to be put on the wall. So they're a new item in the store. They were fantastic. Maisie Janes donated a bunch of snacks as well as gift cards for the Battle of the Aid Station. The Commons was super great about hosting the social. They also gave us some pizza gift cards and, you know, they're always fantastic. I just ask and they're willing to do whatever. We actually have a pub run there tomorrow. So we'll be there again tomorrow. Who else did we have? Tahoe Pure donated all the water. Goo and Never Second provided nutrition.
Great.
Yeah, lots of BeFit and Inspire PT.
Alan Hivali, we see you.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
they're out there supporting, education and just wellness overall. So, I mean, if I'm missing anyone, I apologize. I'm bad at on the spot stuff, but really amazing sponsors. So
Sorry to put you on the spot, but we do have this outline right here.
I know I read it and I was going to take notes and then I didn't.
Good. We're natural. We're keeping it organic, just like the gummy bears.
This
that you
is just
tried
I
to
do. I love my organic gummies.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They're so good. They're so good. Yeah.
That's great.
All right. So while we're looking ahead,
Yeah.
what do you think will go better next year with the race?
Oh, I'm
what
super excited for next year.
Want to improve?
So I have this new timing system that I'm playing with right now. So
50K.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. You do a 50K.
Yeah, it's called the endurance race.
If you do the endurance race, you'd get a 50K.
Strava told me I got one.
Yeah.
So there's that.
And if Strava said it, it counts.
Yeah.
So this
Strava
new
official.
timing stuff, I can time each lap now.
Cool.
So instead of just having the total time of, the finishers, because right now with the timing system that I have, it's really hard to know when people are dropping, because sometimes people just drop to drop. Like they're between loops and then they just decide no. So we're going to have kind of like a little more of a system to where I can capture each loop.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still going to be the one-offs of, Joe Schmo who's dropping, and then I have to do it manually whenever I find out. But this way I can capture times each lap. So then you can see like, were you speeding up, slowing down, kind of seeing where you are. And then also to give credit to those who maybe don't finish the challenge, but then they can record like how many loops they did. So if they finished 3 laps this time and they come back next year and want to do like 4, they can see their progress. Because right now it just says DNF.
Yeah.
And
It's a good idea.
I mean, they didn't finish the challenge is my argument. But also, I do want to give them credit for where their efforts are.
Yeah.
I just didn't have the systeming in place to do that. And now I do.
That's going to be awesome. That was one of the things that the form and I kind of talked about before we started was, how are you going to track this? Are you going to do each lap and reset your watch each lap? Or just pause it between laps and keep it going? And we both decided that we were just going to keep it going.
Yeah.
And just, we'll stop it at the end of a lap and we start the next one, just start it right back up again. But I know Jonathan was doing it lap by lap.
Yeah.
So he was seeing his lap time, each single lap time where, we were kind of having to do some math in our head.
Yeah,
you were
strategically going for that 50K.
Yeah.
I personally don't want to see each of the laps, because for me, it's the entirety. It's the experience, kind of back to the flagging, back to the signs. I just want the experience and focus less on because I don't do good with 10 miles down, 20 something to go or whatever, you know, like I'm more of a,
just go.
Let's just get this going.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
Yep.
Like just stay in the mental game. But
and that would be cool too, because I think I think a lot of the runners would like to see what was my actual time that I spent running, as opposed to, I was out there for 8 hours,
right?
But I wasn't really running for
whole
8
time.
hours. Yeah.
So, and I know that's been feedback for a while since we started it, but it's just finding the right programming to do it, because the one I was using this year, I can do the lap, but it's not accounting for that in between time. So then if I go then hit lap again for the next lap, it's including your rest.
That gap time.
So it's, to be able to calculate for the time that you're resting. Yeah. So some finesse, some learning curves, but
also I didn't give back my slap bracelet.
that's fine.
Okay. I kept it as a souvenir.
Nice.
It was probably sweaty and chafy.
Yeah. I mean, I'll bring it back to the store if you want it.
You can keep it.
Okay. Thank you.
You can write love notes on it and
I
put
might.
it with your bib.
Yep. That's
Hang it on your medal.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah. So, what else are we doing different next year? I'm going to put some additional random signage. I don't want a bunch of signs out there, but just making sure that people know, like, hey, go to the preserve. Don't, like, even if it's like 1 or 2 cones that they have to, like, continue.
Yeah.
I'm going to have on the bib 2 boxes where you have to get stamped. You're now going to get stamped up at the aid station and at the preserve.
Yep.
To make sure that no one gyps that corner also. So I wouldn't want to. That's where the number 1 party's at.
Yeah.
But if someone was...
That's the evidence that you went to the party.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Admission 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on the bib, it's going to have designated spots for your stampage.
Real quick, how do you get the bibs? How does that process? Would someone print them out? Like, how does that?
Yeah, I design them and
You
then I
design 'em.
send them to Marathon Printing and then they print them and send them to me.
Awesome. And
Yeah.
they do that like so fast because people sign up late or.
Oh, well, I have to order like
Okay.
volume.
Okay.
So, I mean,
And did
I
they
end
put
up-
the chip on them too then? For
no, the
chip-
timing company chips them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know much about timing. That's a goal of mine this year is to learn more on timing. I'm going to work with Linda.
We got the legendary Linda to help with that.
She's going to, because there's not a lot of options when it comes to timing in our area. So I'm going to learn some of that.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have a strange, ironic situation.
Mm-hmm.
My bib number for the Biz Johnson 50K the week prior was 3:10. My bib number for the Fall Trail Classic half marathon was 3:10.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Isn't that weird?
It's like a dream inside
That's
of a
sim.
dream.
Yeah. So anytime you want to hook me up with 3:10, I guess that's my number.
When we were paying for the shirts, the total was $2,666.
Two devils.
And then the check number was 6,662. So it was like reverse.
Whoa.
Inception,
We're
man.
in the Twilight Zone.
We really are.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. So, anyways.
So, a question about the future of the race.
Sure.
So, I see all these other endurance races, and they go with the last man standing format.
Mm-hmm.
Is that at all something that has potential, or is that like, I don't want to dedicate 29 hours of my life sitting in Bidwell Park watching people run 4 miles at a time?
I wouldn't mind.
Okay. I guess the permitting probably turns into a real
I would
challenge
have
like
to.
that.
So this is where I sit on that, and it's a hard decision for me. And I thought I was going to change it next year, but I'm not going to. But maybe the year after. I don't know. I really love where we start the race.
Mm-hmm.
I love the rock wall. It's one of my most favorite places in town. Didn't even know it existed until like my mid-20s. So I just love that it starts there and you get to kind of like run into that space and then hit Annie's.
Mm-hmm.
But it sits underneath a subdivision. So right above that is, I think, Falcons Point.
Yeah.
And so you run into a noise ordinance zone.
Got it.
So you've got that 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. kind of threshold where noise. So now you have runners running past 10 a.m. near the, staircase, as I call it, in the dark. Mm-hmm. That's sketchy on its own.
Yeah.
But then B, like, how do you keep that energy for them if you have to be quiet?
Totally. That makes a lot of sense.
So my thought was, well, what if I move the start over to Horseshoe Lake? Right? Mm-hmm. Sound ordinance is no longer an issue. There's no residential spacing within a couple miles. I could probably get permission to do that there. But then I still run into that like safety component of running at 2 a.m. on certain portions of Annie's.
Yeah.
So would I then change the route? I like the route. I don't know. So
Well, and that route, that 4 mile loop gives a really nice sample of everything that Upper Bidwell Park has, right?
Right.
You have the really technical sections on Annie. You have the creek crossing, which is like a staple of trail running in the summer in Chico. You have Yahi, and then part on the road that's not so
that
technical.
is so beautifully redone right now.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. I love it so
Yeah.
much.
Real Deal Neil just recently got the King of the Hill on the day camp stretch for his age group.
did he?
Yeah.
And who'd he take it from?
The legend,
Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobby, if
Mr.
you're listening.
Hastings.
Bobby, you better get up there.
Bobby.
Some of the times on the half marathon during that stretch were impressive too.
Yeah.
Like Alex was doing like low 6, 5, high 5s. Like Edward was smashing down it.
Yeah. And then you have to come to a screeching halt at Bear Hole.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's kind of what I was running into because I would like to, as it grows and expands, like how can we create this bigger space? And there's enough of the people I think in our community that could go beyond the 8 hours. You know, if we have 32 people finishing 8 loops,
Yeah.
Like, how many more loops do we need to go until we get to 1?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to find out.
Well, and I think that format too might draw in a different crowd.
More psychos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like real sickos that
Yeah.
are just like absolute gluttons for punishment.
If I can get Courtney DeWalter here, I'd be so stoked.
Oh, that would be so sick.
She's running CIM this year. You know that?
I heard that. Yeah.
I'm going to go. I'm going to fangirl her so hard.
Have her sign your bag of Tailwind.
All of it. Here's my Solomon shoes. Please sign it. I love her so much. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see. There's room for growth. We're at year 3. There's lots of room for growth. And, I want to let it grow organically and let it do its thing. So right now, I'm just happy with where we are, and we'll see how next year goes. Let's get over 200.
Yeah.
Let's hit that hump.
With the growth in the community involvement, that's probably going to make it easier to scale bigger, because you have the support in place, and people will come out and do the aid stations and do marshaling the course and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to give the people what they want.
I try.
We're just trying.
Yeah.
I just try.
Smashing success of an event.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Epic day. Favorite moment from the weekend?
Favorite moment from the weekend? I don't know. The 80s party at the end. Like, I was so tired, and like, it had been a long couple of days, and that was just like the boost I needed to get me through the end of it. And yeah, that was so much fun. So much fun. Dance party at the end, karaoke, all of it. It was great.
Your vibes were excellent.
Yeah, I try. It's funny because I'm naturally more introverted. So, but they come out. They come out when provoked.
That was
great. Fireball helps.
Pete, our next rapid fire question.
Okay. One word to describe the Fall Classic.
Epic.
Love it.
Seems fitting.
I feel bad because I'm like taking your rapid fire question segment. No. So.
Well, we can't hit Shawna with the traditional rapid fire because she's already answered the traditional rapid fire questions. All right. And you've talked close to this question a little bit about, missed opportunities with the Jell-O shots.
Such a missed opportunity.
So for all of our audience out there who are thinking about joining up and volunteering, or maybe running an aid station next year, not to tell them what you want, but what is your dream aid station theme?
I really want to see like inflatable dino costumes.
Wow. Okay. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. I thought it was going to be like Rainbow Bride, or like, no. I guess the 80s is kind of Punky Brewster. So, yeah.
Like, think about it. We're in the park, like a Jurassic Park, like, and they're just like inflatable dinosaurs.
Somebody needs to run the endurance challenge in the inflatable T-Rex outfit next year.
How fun would that
Do a
be?
couple loops in that.
First loop. Have you seen I just love the inflatable costumes. They're so funny. Like, you see the alien one where it looks like it's like stealing you. Yeah, okay. I don't know.
Yeah. So how about just like an inflatable costume?
But I don't know. I like the dinosaur idea. I want a whole Jurassic Park theme.
Okay. All right.
I want a whole Jurassic Park theme. Yeah.
That would T-Rex
probably
shop.
At Bear Hole.
T-Rex shop.
Yeah. I think that would be so great.
That's so good.
I'm pretty dinosaur after that race, so that's a lot of miles.
Oh my gosh, we had a 13-year-old boy.
Yes.
Okay.
I know.
Colton.
Yeah, he was in front of me the whole time.
Amazing.
I was looking at his back for the first, 100 yards, and then never saw him again until we got back to the aid station.
Funny. Okay, so his mom was at packet pickup, and we're talking. So I saw age 13 on the registration list, and I was like, what in the world? I coached kids before, and I'm like, I don't think someone of the age of 13 should be running that far. That's just my opinion. There's growth plate stuff in place. There's a reason why USATF doesn't allow it. it's not just my
And
opinion.
it takes a massive toll on your body, generally speaking.
Yeah. You know?
Can confirm.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was just like, okay. But also like, you do you. Who am I to tell you no?
Yeah.
You know, clearly your parents are allowing this. None of my business.
Yeah. Get after it.
You do you, boo. But my oldest daughter also has science class with this kid.
Oh.
So she comes home and she tells me, hey, Mom, kid in my class is running your race. And I was like, oh, yeah? How did this come to be? Well, he just told her, I'm running your mom's race. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I meet him at the thing, talk to his mom, and the mom was like, yeah, the only way we agreed to it was he was supposed to run with her. So she ran it also. And he had to run her pace. And she was like, we're probably only going to do like 4 laps. He thinks that he's going to do all of them. But, that's still 16 miles if they did the 4 laps. And so, and I don't think she made a mention that he wanted to run a half. So that's still more than a half.
Totally is.
Right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this kid's going to do 4 laps. It's lap 2 and he's not with his mom. And yeah. So I see him.
I seen it with my
and
own
I was
2
like,
eyes.
hey, Colton, I think it's Colton. I thought the deal was you were supposed to run with your mom. And he was like, yeah. So she was running slower than I wanted to go. I was like, okay, I'm foreseeing how this is going to go.
Yeah.
So he goes, and I think Mom did 4 laps, and she called it, and he's still going. I think he did 5 or 6. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back. But so he finally throws in the towel, and I keep seeing him, and I was like, how's it going? And he's like, good.
Yeah.
Get some fluids, get some, do the things. And he's got that like classic 13, like, oh, I know. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll let you figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll let you figure it out. So Monday, I take my daughter to school. I was like, so your assignment today is to let me know how Colton's doing, right? So she goes to class and she comes home and she's like, so he was walking so stiff-legged on his tiptoes. And she just looked at him and was like, so how was it? And he's like, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah.
He's like, it was good until it wasn't. And I was like, yeah.
I remember seeing him. It must have been lap 5 or 6 maybe. And he was out ahead of the foreman and we caught up to him and passed him. And I looked back and he was nowhere in sight. And to be honest, I got a little worried, like, man, I hope he's okay. But at that point we were coming down Upper Park Road.
Yeah.
So I figured like, if there's a place to like
bonk, that's
bonk
it.
and sit, that's the place, because someone's going to come by again, whether it's another runner or a hiker or a car or,
Mom.
one of Bobby's team coming down from the aid station. But good for him for putting in that work. That's incredibly
I think
impressive.
he ended up doing 20 miles.
Good
so
for him.
I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
But
that's
I
impressive.
also love that he then realized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is serious shit.
That was.
Yeah.
Because he was just so little.
Yeah.
He was so cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved it.
Well, I think this is a good time to just kind of reflect on the whole experience. And I will say that was by far the hardest race I've ever run, because of the distance. It was absolutely one of the most enjoyable races I've ever run because of the whole environment, the aid stations. Had a chance to meet a couple people that I've followed on Strava for a while. Ryan Alcantar, Stephen Hartman. I ran with him a bit. It was nice to chat with him and see him.
Best stash in all the
man,
land.
yeah,
What
for
a
real.
legend.
Solid.
He's a super nice guy, too.
Oh,
Nice.
really nice guy. Same with Ryan. Just really nice
Ryan's
guys. A lot of the Chico Run Club guys that I see around town, I never really talked to, but saw them out there. So really, Shawna, kudos to you for putting on this great event that brought the community together, that allowed me personally, on a selfish level, to meet some people I've wanted to meet, to reach a goal that's been in my mind for a long time. I've wanted to run pretty far distances. This was a good opportunity. I was getting a massage yesterday. I was telling Isaac about, hey, I've been wanting to do this for a while, and this was a great opportunity because I didn't have to pay to do this and then drive somewhere else and pay for a hotel to torture myself.
Right.
I could torture myself in my backyard and then go home to my own house.
Yeah.
Which was really nice. And
Yeah.
I'm definitely ready to go out and try more races like this.
Well, and that's one thing I've I love about it, like, let's appreciate and, honor what we have in our own backyard. But that's also a worry also. Like, we have the opportunity to train on these trails day in and day out. So is it then monotonous? Do people, discredit it because they get to be out there all the time? So I don't know, but either way, I'm just happy with how it turned out. And
Totally. And I hope this spreads and that more people from outside of Chico come check this race out, because now that I've run a couple races in the Tahoe area, and Ross, you've run some races, in the Susanville area, and you've seen the difference in the type of trails and the type of climbing. We say this all the time, Ross, like, we have such a unique, different, special place that we get to run all the time that it compares in the sense like, yeah, there's hills and it's beautiful and there's trees and it's in nature, but the technicality and the skill that it takes to run on Annie Bidwell and Guardians and Bloody Pin and Green Gate.
Yeah.
I don't know that everybody has access to that kind of challenging terrain all the time. And so, I love it.
Yeah. I met a really cool couple from Arcata at the social, and they've never been to this area.
Nice.
So they were here purely to run this race.
Great.
They were making a weekend out of it. I think it was the wife's birthday or something like that. They like to go do races and stuff to celebrate.
A racecation.
Yeah, exactly. And so we were chatting, and she was like, so the area seems so flat. Where's the mountain? And so I was like, don't you worry. It'll hit you. She was doing the half, and he was doing the endurance challenge.
Great.
And so I was like, I encourage you to come back and flipsies next time.
Yeah.
He do the half and you do the endurance challenge now.
Yes.
So, but it was fun. You don't know until you're in there. Like I said, you run near the preserve, you run on Upper Yahi. I mean, even on the backside of the creek right there where the start is, you don't feel like you're in Chico.
Yeah.
Different place entirely. So
Well,
it's pretty magical.
I'll say this, like, I was one of those people that had some reservations in terms of, like, I run this all the time.
Right.
How's this going to be different from what I've done? What makes it different is just that little bit of competition in you. It's like, it's a race, and you got, you're trying to go faster than you've ever done it.
Yeah.
I was a little sore from competing in a 50K the week prior. Didn't have it on some of the climbs, but excited to do.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's been a big week for this podcast.
I know.
Thanks.
You guys didn't talk about it. 6 overall.
Thank you. I was under the impression that we were on a time crunch, so I wanted to get right into the show tonight, but we can talk about it another time.
Yeah.
I walked a couple times on Bloody Pin and at the beginning of 10 Mile House Road, which, slowed my time down a little bit, but I'm excited to maybe get after that next year and see with a full feeling of strength going into it. Smashing down 10 Mile House Road, like during a race, is really intense, because that's like, a stretch that can get a little dicey.
Well, especially after 6 miles of climbing, you're fatigued, and then to smash down, is a lot to ask.
That part was so fun. It was fun to go out and see Annie and the puppies, and then to cross the creek. And Upper Yahi was just like, I had to stop a couple times and soak that in.
So
I'm going to run that again this weekend. I can't wait to get after that Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, it was fun too. When we went to go clear it, Chico Villo Club or Trailworks were like, we want to thank you for having the race, because had you not had the race, we probably wouldn't have fit in this clearage. There's been other things on their list, and this was the push to get that trail cleared. It hasn't been touched in 4 years or something like that. So it was pretty overgrown. So it's nice that even just as we were clearing it on our way back, there were people that were running down it, and they were so stoked. Like, we haven't been able to run down this in so long.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And the flow of the creek right there,
you need to go run it in spring.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Legacy.
And
right
Legacy.
In that area. Yeah. I can't wait for that.
So good. So good. We're lucky. So, but good time.
What about your final reflections? Anything?
I don't know. I'm just grateful. This is just a crazy idea that I had. And I'm grateful that my employers are like, yeah, sure, go do that. Sometimes they're like, oh God, Shawna, what now? But we hadn't had like a true trail race in Chico for a while. We used to have the hot half and the hot quarter and Love on the Rocks. And there was several, rim to rim. I think Chico Running Club had like a little 5K series going for a while, but we just hadn't had like a true trail race in a while. And I just like I said, an experience, all engaging, and to get feedback from people saying like, oh, like Pete was just saying, I've been to many races, and even said, been to many races and the energy is unmatched or this or that. And that just like really fills my cup, because it's not a huge race. We had under 200 runners. So it's not a big race. It's not fancy bells and whistles. We're not sponsored by Nike or anything crazy like that. So it's just a testament to like, you don't have to be glitz and glam to put on a quality event and have super community just engagement. So
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Testament to the community.
Yeah.
And testament to what you've built too. Congrats on your baby flourishing.
Thanks, my little baby.
Yeah, it's growing.
Yeah, so
It's
we'll
growing
just see
up.
what next year holds and just continue to move.
So we got, obviously listeners can register early for next year. Shout out Billy. That's amazing.
Yeah, Billy's already in.
And then the almond.
The Almond Bowl is in less than 2 weeks. Yeah, November 2nd.
And that's a 5K and 10K option.
5K, 10K option. Yep, cash prize.
Sweet.
So that's cool.
Look
I
at
know Mike O'Connell has been training hard. He's looking fast right now.
sub 20, baby.
Yeah.
It's really fun to just watch those. I've never been fast. Like, I like to go far. Far is my thing. Like, low and slow party crew, So to watch the fast, athletes out there, it's impressive.
Yeah.
It's just really fun to engage with. But also to run it. It's a good opportunity. Like, we've had a lot of training kind of wrap up. So
Yeah.
if you're looking to test your fitness, see where you are, January 1's around the corner. If you're looking to start up a training cycle, like, this is the time to get a time trial. Let's dial in. Where is your VO2 max? What is your threshold looking like? Like, let's get all the stats in before the next training cycle. So this is a great spot for that before the holidays.
Great reminder.
Yeah.
And
then
Almond Bowl supports the local high school programs.
it does.
which
Cross
is
country.
really important.
Yeah. Cross
And very
country.
cool that you guys have partnered with them.
For Chico High and Pleasant Valley, and they've got great programs. My kid used to run for Chico High. I love cross country. It's just so fun to watch them out there.
They had a race today, actually.
Did they race today? I know there's
Yeah.
a big race coming up on Friday.
No, tomorrow, the junior high.
Oh, I'm talking Chico State.
Oh, the
You're
Chico
talking
State
team.
ones.
CCAA
Yes.
championships.
Yeah, at
We're
Hooker
hosting.
Oak.
Yeah, so a lot of racing actually
Yeah.
happening tomorrow is the junior high. But then Friday is Chico State.
Yeah, first
So-
time in 12 years that they've
Yeah,
hosted
something
this
like that.
race.
Yeah.
And they are on fire right now.
dude.
They're running fast.
Yeah, so lots of opportunities to see some fast runners. And Bidwell Classic, I'm working on registration on that right now. That should be up tomorrow. So
5:10 and a half.
5:10 and half. Yeah,
And that'll be in the spring,
that will be in March 7th.
March 7th. Mark your
Cash
calendars.
prize on that one also.
Can confirm that.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, champ. 10K champ.
I know. I was
10K
talking to
jump.
Hastings trying to get him talked into doing Almond Bowl. I'm like, cash prize. And he was like, so started talking about like ordering shoes. I'm like, dude, it is like I write you a check and you put it in your account. You
Yeah.
can go pay your rent if you want. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to buy. I encourage you to buy the shoes,
Yeah.
come to the store, spend the money, do all the things.
Yeah.
Yes, but you can go like pay your PG&E if you need to.
Yeah. Well,
Cash money.
the Bidwell was great because it was cash and a pair of
Shoes.
I know.
Winner.
That was
I
glorious.
know.
That was
I
incredible.
hope
Shout out
that is
Brooks.
the case this year. We got a new Brooks rep, so we're waiting to hear who the new Brooks rep is. So if I can get that again, I had a really good relationship with the last Brooks rep, Megan. which shout out to her, just opened a Sacramento running company down in Sacramento. So they just opened on the 14th of October.
Okay.
So if you're ever in Sacramento and you want to go check it out, like obviously my heart's with Fleet Feet, but that's Fleet Feet Chico.
Yeah.
But if you're in Sacramento, go check out Sacramento Running Company. Megan is a fantastic human and is really putting something up there. So
I'm down there all the time. I'm going to check it out.
go check it out. Tell her I sent you.
That's really cool. The Bidwell Classic, the next training program Fleet Feet offers begins in January. And that is for the Bidwell Classic.
For the Bidwell Classic, yeah. Unless you're doing marathon, and then it will be for Avenue of the Giants.
Got you. That's right. But just, want to tell everybody, like, hop in these training programs.
Do it.
I mean, it's been so fun.
So fun.
This year, it was a year full of training programs for me. Every single one we were hitting, and the group, the community out there, spotlighting what we're doing, and just sharing the experience with you and Brett and Daniel and Noah. It's the coaches, and then obviously all the runners in the area. Like, it's been life-changing, and if you're looking for something to get into that's positive and gives you health benefits and creates friendships and lasting memories, and I mean,
Well, and I want everyone to know how inclusive it is. Like, no matter if you're Nehemiah running so fast, he is something, or you're just coming off the couch.
Seriously.
We've got the Couch to 5K. Kathy is our Couch to 5K coach, and she is fantastic. We get all paces. Just, it's all about just movement, education, getting you going, and, helping you get those goals.
And these programs are great too for folks that have been running for a long time and have maybe plateaued with where they're at, and they need that push. Like, I know I got something else. I'm having trouble getting to that next level of my running. This is the place to do it because it offers such a nice structure and accountability. Because, again, we talk about this too, like getting motivated to go do a speed workout on your own is really hard. Misery loves company. And so when you can get into a group and do that, it's such a nice piece of the puzzle. So if you're a longtime runner and you plateaued and you need that push, check out these programs.
There's a little bit of moaning and groaning that happens, but they're always appreciative afterwards about what they were able to accomplish. Limits that they didn't even know were in their way that they were able to plow through. So it's a really cool.
Totally.
You learn a lot too. You learn about like the different types of workouts you could do if you are, say one day needing to run solo or some other times to keep improving. You get a good idea of like, okay, this is how I can improve my speed tonight. We just did this workout a couple weeks ago.
Right. Well, and beyond the coaching, like our coaches are fantastic, but like some of the people within the group have years and years of experience of their own, and they're there for the social side or whatever, and they know things that it's just like, maybe you didn't, like nutrition facts that they, you get PTs running in the group, a nutritionist running in the group, and an attorney running in the group. You learn all sorts of things. So,
and you make friends, or you run into old friends, and then you start running all the time, and it turns into a podcast, and it's like just this incredible way of connecting with people.
Right. Yeah. No, it's all about community. So,
and improvement. I mean, Brett helped me with my downhill running form. You look at someone like Paul, who's helped Neil with his running form, and Neil's just insane. So impressive.
Paul is such a wealth of knowledge. Paul will never brag about himself. I will brag about him. But he's run so many marathons.
We'll drag him on here and get him to
good luck.
Toot his horn.
Yeah. He's been top 100 at the Boston Marathon before. Like, that guy's got some amazing stats on him. So, but
I'm glad you mentioned that. I mean, he's another coach, and I didn't mention that, but he deserves to be mentioned, and he does such a wonderful job. He's a guy you definitely want to pick his brain.
Very dedicated, amazing human. So, and his wife, she's, helps me with all the things. She used to be a race director, and so she was, my knowledge when I was starting. So, pick her brain. Yeah. There's
something happening that I feel like is kind of worth mentioning that I recently came across.
Sure.
The 5th annual Phoenix 5K is more than just a run. It's a living tribute to the strength and resilience of the Ridge community after the devastation of the 2018 Camp Fire. That's coming up.
Yeah, they have like a 5K that they do up in Paradise.
Yeah. 5K and pancake breakfast.
Have you run that before?
I have not.
I was thinking about maybe trying to reach out to Matthew McConaughey's rep and seeing if he would come to the community.
Like the actor?
And give it a run because of the movie that was just released, and maybe there's an opportunity there.
Yeah.
To
That
be
would
like,
be
hey,
kinda
I'm
cool.
kind of trying to run a sub 20 5K. Come run this with me.
Yeah.
You know,
would be
come
cool.
visit the community that, you know, you're a movie of. I'm sure he's probably come up here and seen it.
I would imagine. I would hope.
You know?
Right.
What's the name of that movie? The something bus?
Yeah.
The Lost Bus.
The Lost Bus.
Yeah.
Have you watched it yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't yet either.
No, I haven't seen either. Pete the Form went and saw it at the pageant
right.
and said he really enjoyed it.
Everyone that I know that have seen it has said that experienced it also said that it is a very true, like they did a very good job demonstrating what happened that day.
I know the teacher that was on the bus, Mary Ludwig. She's an absolute gem of a person. So.
I've heard a lot of stories of individuals that I've known that lived in that space, and yeah, it took me almost a year to go up there because I had no business up there. You know what I mean? Like I didn't live there, and I didn't want to be that person being a looky-loo driving up there just to see the devastation.
Yeah.
Because people are up there trying to like
Live.
Totally.
piece together
Yeah.
what is left of their lives. And so for me, I don't know, just like seeing the movie too, I just have a hard time. Like I don't want to not see it, but I just don't know if I'm there yet, I guess, to see it.
Understandable.
Well, if there's anybody out there that wants to support Paradise, what a great way to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
highly recommend.
Yeah.
thinking about
Get
it.
up there, run the 5K.
Yeah, November 8th. And they got a free pancake breakfast. So,
I love that.
Go have some flapjacks. Support Paradise.
yeah, it doesn't cross over with Almond Blossom, right? Or Almond
No,
Bowl.
it's the
Almond
weekend
Bowl, excuse me.
after Almond Bowl. Almond Blossoms in February.
Yeah, that's coming up too.
Yeah. Just another race. Put it on your calendar, folks.
Yeah, that supports Durham School Sports Boosters.
Yeah. Very cool.
Awesome.
Any other questions for me, sirs?
Well, we could talk forever if you want.
I know.
mean,
Where's this agenda that I semi-read?
We hit them all.
Yes,
we
we
may not have
did.
gone in the right order, but that's to
Yep.
be expected.
We touched everything.
It's nice to just have these outlines. Gives us a idea of where to take things, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
we don't really follow it to a T, and that's okay.
Yep.
that's all right.
And-
So sign up for Almond Bowl.
Sign up for Almond Bowl. We'll be back on the mics very soon.
Oh yeah, we got a special guest.
We got
this
another
weekend.
special guest coming up in a few days. So check that out. Check out Run Ross Run for
hey.
all of your running content. Fleet Feet Chico, Shawna Batham. Find them on Strava. Find them on Instagram.
Go Pete. Go Pete.
Find it all. Follow them
Pete.
all.
Yeah.
Sign up for the races. Sign up for the training programs.
Come to the last pub run tomorrow.
Come to the last
dude.
pub run tomorrow. Who's going to be there? What's the company that's going to be there?
A6.
A6.
Okay.
Beautiful. Do we know what shoe is going to be featured tomorrow?
Dang, Pete.
I do, but not off the top of my head.
And that's why you have to come to the pub run to see what the latest and greatest A6 shoe
But yes,
Okay,
we will be at the Commons.
Question about the
Question.
old pub run.
Yes.
If you've attended all of the pub runs, which I plan on doing with this appearance I'll make tomorrow night, what do I get?
You'll
high
have
five.
to be there to find out.
I thought we were getting something.
You are.
Oh, okay,
but I'm
good.
not going to tell you what it is.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
It's very cool.
Sweet.
I love it, and I can't wait to hand it out. Let's see. I asked Carlos what we were demoing.
Such a tease.
I know. He didn't tell me what we're demoing.
The A6 Superfly. Superfly 22.
But yes,
With
if
the
you have been
3-inch
coming
drop.
to all the pub
It's
runs,
new foam infused.
Super
Mattress
foam.
foam.
mattress foam.
Springy. It's the springy Superfly.
Is it carbon plated?
I doubt it.
Okay.
Speaking of which, I want to get some Hoka Rocket X3s. Can we arrange that?
Yeah, you just have to go in the store and we can order them for you.
When are you going to be there? What if I want to go in when you're there?
Well, I'm there normally Tuesday through Friday, 10:30 to 2:30.
Write that down.
What about Ashley Hummer?
I don't know. She makes her own schedule.
Well, Ashley's an angel, by the way.
That's a fact.
Story time.
Yeah. Once upon a time.
I left the aid station,
Mm-hmm.
and somehow I brought my bib back because I didn't get my burrito after the race. I went home and showered real quick, and then brought my bib back. I was going to walk over to the golf course little dining spot, get my burrito. So I had my full bib with me, ripped off the little coupon, set the bib on the backpack. Somehow it slipped off. So when I got home, I collect these things. I collect my bibs.
You should.
Yeah, the medals and stuff. Got a little shrine, you know?
Yeah.
This means something to me.
Ode to Ross.
Yeah. And was like, I don't have my bib. So I drove back, which was just like, well, maybe there's a small chance I'll see. I bet you they're already
We were
broken
all
down.
loaded up,
I bet
just
they're
eating
gone.
burritos.
I'm stumbling back in my 80s gear, looking all rad with my rad shirt.
Bouncing
Trying
back.
to, at least.
Bouncing back.
I don't know about that.
Electric sliding back.
Limping back.
Yeah, that too.
And
Electric limping.
I'm like, hey, just by any chance, do you see a bib? Ashley just
Whips it out of her pocket.
Yeah. Oh, this one?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
I saw this. Thought you might be one of those types of people that keeps these
Yeah.
things.
It's got to go on Mount Rossmore.
I was like, squeezed big time. Huge hug coming in for Ashley.
Yeah.
You know me too well.
We were breaking down the aid station right there, and she came across it, and she's like, oh, I found Ross's bib. Do you think he would want it? I'm like, I mean, I would.
Yeah.
I write
Oh,
all sorts of information on the back of my time, what the weather was, how I felt, was it a PR, all the things. I was like, Ross seems like that guy.
Paul was like, I would have thrown it away.
Oh, 100%. 100% he would have. 100% he would have.
Not everybody can be top 100 at the Boston Marathon.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I didn't know what she did with it. And so when she whipped it out like that, I was like, aw. But
Yeah, it was super
I did
sweet.
hear her when she found it. I was like, she folded it up and put it in her pocket.
What an angel.
Yeah. No. Great time.
The life and times of Ross Field and the Fall Trail Classic.
Fall Trail.
Made it out in one piece.
Dude, you made it out in one piece. I'm
did.
proud of you, bro.
Thank you.
You're so welcome, man.
Maybe
What a
on
stud.
Maybe on the next one we'll take a deep dive into both of our 50Ks.
Okay.
Because I think you've got some stories to tell. I've got some stories
Yeah.
to tell. And our guest has stories to tell.
Yeah.
Who's the guest?
You'll have to listen to the
Oh,
next
yeah.
one to
See,
find
the
out.
roles have reversed.
Yeah.
Now we're teasing you,
Touche.
Shawna.
Touche.
Thanks so much for coming on
Yeah,
today.
thank
Of
you, Shawna. We
course. Thanks for
appreciate
having
you.
me.
Wonderful event. Looking
Thank you.
forward to more wonderful events.
Thank you.
And
We've always got a seat for you. We've got a seat reserved for you. If there's ever like, hey, I want to be on the pod, we will make that happen right away.
We can talk about the beer relay next time.
yeah,
Okay?
we can.
Whatever you want to do. We've got a seat reserved for you.
And don't
Toy
forget the
drive for-
fireball.
The Fleet Feet Queen with the fireball.
Yeah,
What a legend.
we did it.
We did it. It's fun. It's fun to get back on the
Congrats,
It
guys.
is.
You guys both crushed that event.
mic. Oh, thank you. Super fun. You crushed that event. My wire's all wonky here. All right. I think we're out.
I think we're
That's
out.
a wrap.
Any parting words?
Well, I think there's only one way to end this thing.
Nailed it. 80s aid station for the win. Oh, shout out Vanessa too. What an absolute legend. We've got the Fleet Feet Queen here, but we got Queen Bee Vanessa, who is like my new favorite person in the entire world.